city, Gene. By morning we could see, but it looks like everything tonight will stay east of us. Could be Randy. Not too bad, I hope, right? Hey, Jose. Good to see you, Mark. East of us, Gabriel, yeah. Not too bad, Lupe. These are hail producers mostly. Good evening. Might as well get this radar up for you so you can see what's going on. Newest warning, just north of Seguin. You can see how it stays east of I-35. So that cell that's just north of Seguin just went under a warning. Very narrow polygon that's going to extend northeast towards Cedar Creek, staying east of Austin, it looks like on that one. Oh, thanks, TV. All right, let's chat. So we can see what we're talking about from the emergency management officials. Right? Yeah. Well, we'll get the rain in Somerset tomorrow. Nothing larger than pea size. What's the matter?
It's going to boost your audio just a little bit.
Oh, okay. The farthest right is going to be the master one. Then the mic level. Yeah, you're fine. There's New Braunfels. We're getting lightning a little bit in George West. Will I get wet at the Passion Play? That's a good question, Jeff Johnsey. You know, I was talking to my friend, and your old friend, remember Eric Allen that used to work here? So he's with the Archdiocese, and we were talking a little bit about, by the way, that's my earpiece from the show, just in case you were wondering. But the Passion Plays 10 to noon, and so I was telling him that I think the rain really thins out. Most of the rain, and the heaviest of the rain is going to be tomorrow. But the chances are still very good that we get more rain on Friday. It's just going to be a little bit more widely scattered, while tomorrow, most of the day is going to be wet. And we'll have those embedded thunderstorms producing some pretty good rain as well. Now, we're not worried about too much flooding, but if we don't get a good enough break, I think east and southeast could start seeing some localized flooding by Thursday afternoon. Hey, Joanne. So it's going to be severe tomorrow? No. Gene, I think a lot of these storms tonight will kind of zap the atmosphere, and we shouldn't see severe tomorrow. This was about the only risk of severe, and it's going to be, it looks like it's all materializing east of the city. So this was the other warning I wanted to show you. Farther south, it's going to include Karnes City, Kennedy, Campbellton, almost Nixon. And you can see the polygon I'm talking about, center of your screen, and that strong to severe thunderstorm right over Karnes City. So with that said, let me show you, we've got that picture. I want to give you a look at the hail tracker. This hasn't been too impressive tonight. You know, one of the things that this hail tracker can do is give us an estimate on size of the hailstones. And look, very small. Even the one over Seguin, north of Seguin, is showing up to be nickel to almost quarter size. Quarter is typically the minimum size hailstone to be a severe thunderstorm. So to call this a severe thunderstorm, you need 1 inch diameter size hail, the size of a quarter, and you need winds of 55 plus. So some of these gusty winds for sure, but some of the hail reports haven't been very large at all. Lot of lightning to the south, thank you, Matt. So yeah, most of this is a lightning show, but look, we're only cloudy on these hail reports near Karnes City, which is only pea-sized hail so far. So I'm not too concerned about hail size. You can also see some outside of a warning polygon near Floresville. And that looks like nickel-sized hail there. See if there's any storm reports. Or sometimes storm reports will be in. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what some of this hail says. Yeah, John, we had about 7 during the 10 o'clock broadcast. It was crazy. 1/2 inch diameter in Lemming. So what's going to be cool is you'll be here live. We're going to go live on Ken's 5. At the same time, we're live on Facebook. It's live to be live, and I'm live, right? Right, TV?
It is.
Look at that. Now, that's almost 1 inch diameter there in Floresville, near Tilden, half an inch. North of Gonzales, almost a full inch in diameter. So yeah, a few hail reports are already in. I like that. It just takes up a little too much of the screen there. All right, so the hail tracker, like I said, hasn't been showing us anything too large in hail size. So I'm not too concerned with that right now. And I'm certainly not too concerned with wind speeds. Most of these reports have not been indicating damaging wind speeds. Any thunderstorm is probably going to at least do a 35, 40 mile per hour clip. But to be severe, it should be 55. And see, let me see what they're saying about this one right here. $half size hail, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. This storm that's over Karnes City is what I'm talking about. And really nothing on estimated winds. Just under 50 miles an hour, it's actually saying. Just under 50. And that was the one gust that we did get reported was 51 miles per hour. Let me see where that was. Where was... There was a report of a 51 mile per hour gust. Oh, here it is. Carrizo Springs. Not an essay, Vanessa. So the good news is for San Antonio that severe storms are more likely east and only tonight. There's a small possibility we could see an individual storm fire up to severe over San Antonio since we're not getting much of the action. But with tonight's energy, this was really the energy that was going to be most likely to produce severe thunderstorms. Tomorrow, the atmosphere is downplaying a little bit, but still going to be wet. Oh, well, thank you, Mary. The staff at Baptist Hospital, thank you for all you do at Baptist. Love you guys. That's so awesome that you're watching tonight. Stay safe going home. I know a lot of you will be leaving in the morning, and that'll be probably some pretty good rain in the morning. So this first batch looks to be staying east of the city. Divine, Texas. What's up, Joel? You too. Have a blessed Easter weekend. Thank you. Yeah, get the jackets out. It's going to be down to 52 in the morning, and then we'll stay in the 50s most of tomorrow. Since we're going to be blanketed with rain and cloud cover, temperatures won't do much at all. I mean, maybe 60. I was optimistic on my forecast and said 60. But that might not even happen. Yeah, so at 10 o'clock, it was about 9:45. We had one warning down at Tilden, and by 10 o'clock, at the top of the show, we had about 4. And then by the time when I went on at about 10:03, we had about 6. I mean, they were just lined up, several warnings. They canceled 2 of them. There was one over Seguin. The hail wasn't being picked up at all. Pretty good wind gusts this morning. Yeah, Hannah, we had some good winds this morning. Gusts were probably 35 to 40 in most cases. Hope it didn't do any damage to your place. So 3 active warnings right now. One of them almost out of our area, closer to Sealy, and going right across I-10. Loud thunder south in Falls City. Yeah, definitely a lot of lightning. You can see, look at the amount of lightning over Karnes County. So that'll be another round for Cuero and a good piece of northern DeWitt County. They already saw some very heavy rain. I-35 in New Braunfels. Yeah, nothing too bad there. You can see it's just that western edge of it. But that's a dangerous thunderstorm moving towards Lockhart. It's going to miss San Marcos and Texas State campus. It'll stay east of there. All right, we're 10 seconds out. Just waiting now. Good evening. We're on the air. Bill Taylor in the VMix Center, Digital Center of KENS 5 Television, to give you this radar update. San Antonio in the clear. I don't think we start seeing the heavier rain until morning, so please allow some extra time on your morning commute because we should have some wet weather moving in by about 3 or 4 a.m. We've got 3 active severe thunderstorm warnings east of the city. One of them pretty far east and getting closer to Sealy, but then you can see one just north of Seguin. It looks like it stays east of San Marcos. If you have anyone you love in San Marcos at Texas State, looks like it's going to go east of the campus and probably stay east of the I-35 corridor for that matter. The storm, okay, we just saw that warning expire down to the south near Floresville, and so that's good news there. What we've seen so far, these storms have been producing gusty winds of about 45 to 50 miles per hour, and then about nickel-size hail. Some of them have reached quarter-size hail, but not too many of those reports are coming in. We've had a couple out there, but not very many. Again, this is going to be the first round. There will be several rounds of heavy rain for Thursday. Be prepared for that. And throughout most of the day, there's going to be a very slight chance that we see a repeat of this and see some small hail and maybe some damaging winds. This is not going to be a tornadic environment, but tomorrow is going to be one that you've got to stay weather aware throughout the entire day. It's not going to be a high level risk of severe weather, but some of these individual storms like we're seeing tonight could produce some hail and damaging winds. I'm going to stay live on Facebook. We're also going to be updating you on the bottom of your screen, but for now here on KENS 5, we'll go back to Late Night with Stephen Colbert. All right, we're back to Colbert. We're still on? Okay, well, if I go with a wider view, look at the cluster down I-37. So we're still live on Facebook. And we're still on KENS 5 as well. Okay. So you can see that again, even Wilson County, Karnes County, still going to be very, very heavy rain. The mean flow on all this is going to be southwest and northeast, okay? But the radar should start filling in. Like, look what's developing down near Laredo. See that batch? That looks like a batch that would go up I-35 into San Antonio. So it'll be a few hours. But this first batch will stay east, and you can see even now that the warnings are only 2. And this one that's north of Seguin, let's see how long that one's in effect. 11:45, so another half hour. If it holds together, because I've showed you that the hail tracker has not been too impressive. In fact, not showing sizable hail inside those polygons at all. The best hail is north of Floresville, about nickel size, which is south of the diameter prerequisite for a severe thunderstorm. You need 1 inch, quarter. So that was what was estimated in most cases. Class at 8. It's going to be kind of wet, Carmen. Be careful and make sure you're leaving early. Yeah, rainy day for sure, John. Thank you. For sure, for sure. So yeah, nothing that's south now is severe. Crossing I-37, which is good news. So I'm going to leave this radar up at about this range right here, so you get a good look at San Antonio and most of this action off to your east. All right, and we'll keep the crawls going on KENS 5.